Hi, everybody. It's me, Miss Shawn from Gwinnett County Public Schools, Early Learning and School Readiness, and of course, Play to Learn. I forgot where I worked for a minute. Hi, everyone. So today what we wanted to do was talk a little bit about writing. So, we've done a lesson, and if you missed it, go back and watch it, about proper grip, how to hold a pencil depending on what age your child is. So this is an appropriate grasp. This is an appropriate grasp. This is an appropriate, it all sort of just depends on the age and stage of your child. So please go back and watch that video if you're concerned. What you don't want to do is force a grasp that your child is not ready for. Does that make sense? So let them sort of naturally progress. But if you have any concerns, definitely go back and watch that video to see if your child has an age-appropriate grasp at the moment. But this particular video is about how to encourage your child to write. Sometimes your kids don't want to write, right? Maybe they want to scribble for a little bit and then they want to move on. And scribbling is absolutely fine. It's perfectly normal to start with scribbling. But as your child gets a little older, you want to start seeing some letter-like symbols. So you can start to do that and encourage them to do it by making it fun. So we've done videos too about how to make letters out of play-doh, because using play-doh is great for fine motor. But here is just a simple video with some fun ways of how to encourage your child to write. So let's say you're trying to work on their name. So here is my name. And I'm going to talk about my letters. So I have a capital S in my name, and then I have lowercase letters, H, O, N. See that? Yes. All right. So on here, you might write it in pencil. And then what I would do with your kiddos is start to practice with other writing materials. Like we have crayons. How about we just trace it? And let's not just trace it. Let's rainbow write it. So you're going to pick a different color for every letter. So I'm picking pink and orange and green. And oh, I like this blue color. All right. So then you would have your kiddos trace it. So remember, it's important to have them learn from the beginning that we always start at the top and go down to the bottom. So here, I'm going to start at the top. Sometimes we use little tricks like start at the sky, go down to the grass, then you go back up to the middle. I'm going to show you another cool thing in a minute. With a O, you're going to make just a simple curve. See? And then you're going to start in the middle, go up and down. So I've rainbow wrote in pencil or crayon. Now I might do it in marker. That's okay if they want to trace them out of order. Sometimes we find that kids will learn their name and then they might start to write it backwards. As we make progress, sometimes we regress a little. Don't panic, okay? All right, so now I'm rainbow writing in marker. So remember, we always say that it's important to have both fat and skinny items depending on the size of your kiddo's hands. They even make fat crayons, which are really good to have around as well. So this is one way to rainbow write. And then here's another way that I was going to show you if you want to learn about letter recognition and have a little. So you could write a blue line is your sky. I don't think I have a green marker, so I'm going to use a green crayon. A green line is the grass. And then what I sometimes do is this. So I start here and I draw a little red flower. And that is where I draw my dotted lines. So this is a fun way to teach about capital letters, lowercase letters, and where they start and begin. So here's a prime example. With my name, my letter S should be capital. So I'm going to start at the sky. Do you see that? I start at the sky. I circle back down through the flower line and down to the grass. Look at that. With my H, I start at the sky, go all the way down through the flower line to the grass, back up to the flower line, and back down. My O, because it's lowercase, goes under the flower line and down to the grass. The same with my N. So this is a fun way to teach them how to get their letters appropriate in terms of where they start, where they end. So you've got the sky, you've got the grass, and then you have your flower line on your dotted line. So just some fun ways to encourage writing, learning how to write their name. Start with familiar words. Once they know their name and can write it, start with other familiar words like mom or dad or your brothers and sisters' names. You can start with just that initial letter sound. Like if your brother's name is Brandon, what do you hear? Brandon. So maybe when we draw our pictures, we label our brother with a B. So that is some fun ways to encourage writing your name. That's a really important skill to have when you get to kindergarten, so that you can know what items are yours. So being able to write your name and recognize your name is a really important skill. So work on it, have fun, be engaged, make it fun for them so that they'll want to keep coming back. All right, everybody, that's it for today. Have a great day. Keep playing and learning. And don't forget, play is learning. Bye.